Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, I'm excited. Excited that I'm heading for the airport immediately after today's show. I'm excited that I'm going to see all the new Volvo equipment at the yard. I'm excited to meet all the new Volvo folks and some of my fellow content creators. And I'm also excited, as always, to bring you today's show. So without further ado, let me post the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Thursday, the 26th of May, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, another shock departure rocks the National Federation of Demolition Contractors. There's plant as far as the eye can see as Ritchie Bros declares its latest sale open for business up in Maltby. We're headed stateside to see some new Doosan wheel loaders in action, and while we're in the US, we'll also be learning how to change the jaw set on a big LaBounty attachment. And we'll also be looking at how Liebherr is embracing technology to help safeguard workers on site. And we'll get to all of that in a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to the jazz singer Al Jolson and to Western movie icon John Wayne. Happy birthday also to the star of countless Hammer horror films, Peter Cushing, to singer Peggy Lee, and to jazz trumpeter Miles Davis. To actress Pam Grier, to the first American woman in space Sally Ride, musician Lenny Kravitz, and to the ever gorgeous Helena Bonham Carter. But far more importantly, a posthumous happy birthday to the guitarist behind some of David Bowie's best music, one of the real spiders from Mars, Mr. Mick Ronson. Many happy returns to them, one and all. The Northwest region of the National Federation of Demolition Contractors has been plunged into turmoil by the surprise resignation of Regional Chairman Paul Johnson of Bradley Demolition. A news alert sent to NFDC members said that due to personal reasons, Paul Johnson has elected to resign his position of Regional Chairman of the NFDC Northwest region with immediate effect. We thank Paul for his time and commitment in the role to date and wish him all the best for the future. The news alert goes on to say that the team at Resurgam House will be liaising with the Northwest Vice Chair Charmaine O'Connor of PP O'Connor and Regional Representative Ryan Noon of Howard Stock Demolition regarding necessary steps to ensure that NFDC's Northwest Regional members continue to be represented in light of Johnson's unexpected departure. We will keep you updated as soon as further information is received, the statement says. Taken in isolation, Johnson's departure would probably not resonate much outside the region for which he was the chairman. But this is not an isolated incident. We reported last month that Honorary Life Vice President David Keane had resigned. And we also understand that Holly Price, immediate past president and the Federation's first female president, has also stepped down from the Federation's Finance Committee. And there are very strong rumours of yet another high-profile resignation to follow. Make of all of that what you will. I need to press a button. That one. For weeks now, we've been telling you all about the exciting kit that will be on display at the Hillhead exhibition next month. But there is another massive gathering of plant and equipment taking place, not next month, not next week, but today. And in this instance, all of the kit is up for sale.
Peter Haddock, and you're watching The Breakfast Show.
Thanks for that, Peter, and thanks for allowing us to share your superb drone footage. If you're in the market for some top quality new and used equipment, that sale is on at the Ritchie Bros facility at Maltby right now, today. You can find out more over at rbauction.co.uk. Okay, people, I sincerely hope you remembered your passports because we're heading for Midtown in Georgia in the good old US of A. And we're traveling to see some Doosan wheel loaders doing their thing.
My name is Doy Osteen. The name of my company is Atlantic Contracting Solutions. We're a utility contractor. We do water, sewer, storm, underground piping. Owen, Osteen, and Will are my sons, and this will eventually gravitate into theirs. This particular project is a warehouse, so we have a lot of expansion at the port, so a lot of these warehouses are going up to support the work that they've got going on. On this particular project, we're doing the water, domestic, and fire lines. We're doing the sanitary sewer, and we're doing the storm sewer. I heard about the brand through a friend who had some contacts within the Doosan company, and I got interested, started talking to our sales rep, and it just gravitated from there. The first two pieces of equipment we bought was the DX255 excavator and the DL250 wheel loader. Those size machines work well with the bulk of what we do. So the 250 and the 255 is easy to transport. The fuel efficiency of the machine has proven to be very good. And the 250 also has the efficiency that we look for in fuel. At the end of the day, it's about production and keeping your overhead down. The visibility from your operating location is really good. The way that the cab is laid out, the openness, and there's not really blind spots that you have to be concerned with. You can see all the way around the machine. Along with the backup screens that you have, it makes a real safe machine to operate. The controls are smooth, the hydraulics. The joystick in the machine is user-friendly. All the buttons that operate the different accessories for the machine have proven to be user-friendly. I like playing in the dirt. Every hole that you dig is different. You have challenges in trying to keep everything safe, control water. We have a lot of groundwater. We don't have rock, but every situation's a little bit different. Every time you come to the job, you've got new challenges to overcome.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love that southern drawl.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
And we're staying in America for our next clip, which offers an insight into the ease with which the jaws can be changed on a rather large LaBounty attachment.
Hi, I'm Bobby with LaBounty, and today we're here at the MRX 260. Today we're going to be doing some jaw changes, and this is how you do it. All right, first what we're going to do here is we're going to remove these bolts from the locking plate. Take your 36 millimeter wrench. You can use impact tools, no problem. You're going to break these bolts loose. Just remove them one at a time. Once you get the bolts out, you're going to remove this locking plate. This here is your spanner wrench. Basically turn this 90 degrees. to unlock this. Some move by hand. Some you might need a little help with a little hammer. Right here, this is in the unlock position, so now this cylinder can be retracted up out of this jaw. The next thing you're going to do is come up here, and what you want to do, there's a 5mm Allen, simple Allen key, ratchet, doesn't matter. Remove this. I'm going to change this valve to open. When you change it to open, it opens and closes the wedges. So what we're going to do here, we're going to change this. I'm going to motion to the operator to unlock your wedges. And at this point, what you want to do is you want to change it back to close. So that's going to disable the wedge function. And basically put your screw back in. That means that you're in locking this in place and locking out any function. This will only allow the cylinder to extend and retract. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to motion to the operator. He's going to retract that. And at this point, he's ready to actually uncouple from the jaw. So what you do when you get to the coupling process, you're going to remove this 5mm Allen. You're going to take this valve, and again, you're going to put it in the open position. The open position enables your wedges to lock this in place. I'm going to motion to the operator, lock that in place. Once those are locked in place, what you want to do is turn this valve back to close, and this will enable the valve function to extend this cylinder and get it into the lower jaw. Put this back into position, and that'll lock that in place. So what he's doing right here, he's extending this cylinder down into the lower jaw. This tool right here has an alignment line. You're going to line those lines up with this line on here. That is going to actually lock this into position. And sometimes you might need to use the hammer. Sometimes a little tight, come up on it a little bit. What I'm doing is motion him to, basically he's just letting off a little pressure. And then you can turn it. See how it went by hand? And what you want to do is with this aligned, this is going to put it in that position so this will not uncouple. What you want to, once you get that there, you get your bolts, install them. Take your 36mm wrench or your impact tooling, tighten these up. There is a torque spec, always refer to your manual for that. Each jaw will vary as the bolts vary. Once you get this tightened back up, the tool's ready to go.
Those folks at LaBounty really do make some very good attachments. There's a lot of chat going on behind the scenes at the moment. Lots to talk about inflation and the current state of the UK construction industry. We'll get to that in the chat immediately after the show. But first, this. Just a quickie, those fine folks at Liebherr have just released a new film that demonstrates the capability of its active personnel detection system. This is what it looks like. It's only a short film, I grant you, but I think it does demonstrate precisely how that technology is helping to enhance site safety.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Now, I've just spotted Neil Edwards, the CEO of the Builders Conference, in the chat. We'll be getting to him a little bit later on. But speaking of the Builders Conference, demolition contractors within easy reach of Cambridge, lend me your ears, because this one is for you. £12.5 million of your finest English quids have been set aside for the construction of a new office block at 10 Station Road in Cambridge. The new build will comprise more than 5,500 square metres of office space and a basement level car park. According to those fine folks at the Builders Conference, Brookgate has been awarded the new build portion of the works. But before they can put a shovel in the ground, the existing Jupiter House block will need to be demolished. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. You can find out more about this project lead and countless more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, you can speak directly to Nigel O'Sullivan using the number displayed at the foot of your screen right now. He is standing by to take your call.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, just a very quick reminder, I will not be here tomorrow in person as I'm leaving in an hour or so and heading for Heathrow Terminal 5 before jetting off to Stockholm. However, before you worry about how you'll manage without your daily fix of all things demolition and construction equipment, fear not. I've already pre-recorded a show for tomorrow and it is scheduled to drop at exactly the same time as usual, 10 a.m, just to coincide with your mid-morning break. I won't be there to answer anything that comes up in the chat, but please feel free to talk amongst yourselves. You normally do, and I'll catch up with all of that when I get back on Saturday. That pretty much wraps up the main part of this morning's show, although I am going to go over to the chat in a second. So I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. And some of it looks a little bit troubling, I have to say. If you can't stick around for that, then please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time, I'll see you on the other side of this.